Welcome back, people. We got another game for you guys here today. So I haven't put this on the channel before, so Big Man is absolutely zooming right now. So I thought I'd put a little bit of this on the channel. This is Tour de France 2020. I've never actually seen this game before. Well, I've seen it in the item shop, but I've never actually seen anyone ever playing this. To be honest, I haven't actually searched it in to actually watch someone play this, but just for good fun. Just a little bit of different content. I'm probably not going to have too much of this on the channel, but I just wanted to show a little bit of this game because it does look pretty good, and it's one of those games where you have to conserve that energy as much as you possibly can. Anytime I do live streams, I always use Facecam and mic, and anytime I make videos like this, I just randomly hit record, and they turn out to be the best videos I've ever made. By doing that, it's just a lot quicker, saves me setting up the Facecam every time. Wow, he's up to 76 kilometers per hour, 77.
He's got his team riding to set up a sprint finish.
78.
This is not the time to hang around at the back of the peloton.
So yeah, nice to have a little bit of something different, little type of, I don't know what you want to call it, just different content, I guess. But yeah, don't worry, we are still going to be live streaming the games like we normally do and playing the games that we normally do. But I just want to put something different on there. And you know what? Considering as we're playing on PS4, the picture quality is pretty decent. So Big Man's playing, I'm basically spectating him, talking to you guys whilst I'm watching him play. Yeah, I know, man. Yeah, so he he just said to me he hasn't quite worked out what everything does other than the red bar down there. The red bar next to those two little bottles. The red bar is like your boost, and then the blue bar is kind of like your gradual energy, overall energy. The yellow bar, not quite sure what that's about. So yeah, the red bar is like the boost, and if your blue bar goes down to nothing, then that can cause you a problem to where you're stuck and you can't do anything. And I think yeah, exactly, yeah, you can change rider as well. But again, he doesn't really know how to do that just yet because he's only just started playing. But anyway, Big Man is playing. I'm talking to you guys. If you don't know who Big Man is, you must be new to the channel. He's a family member of mine, and he gets bored of games very, very fast. So he's buying lots of different games all the time. And it helps me out as well in some kind of way because he doesn't have a YouTube channel himself. But he does help out a lot with mine. So yeah, big shout out to him, respect for that he does definitely help me out with mine. He buys new games quite a lot. He buys new games and buys old games as well. So every now and again, when new games come out, new games hit on PlayStation or on PC, sometimes I push those games out, sometimes he pushes those games out. And it's good because it saves me a lot of money in the long run. I'm not able to buy the amount of games that he's got just because he's in a financial better position than what I am, to be honest. So because of that reason, he's able to buy a lot more games than me. And he does get bored of games pretty quick, as I said. So he'll buy a brand new game that could come out today. He'll play it today for a couple of hours, and then he could get bored of it that quick and not want to play it again for a week or so, or maybe not even play it again at all. So yeah, for that fact is good because we get to put that content onto the channel, and it shows you guys different types of new games out there and old games. So if you're interested in gaming, that's a good reason to subscribe. Couldn't talk. And yeah, when you hit the bell, make sure it says all, so you don't miss out on new games that come out. Also showing you some other old games. I do unboxing videos and random videos, electric bikes, electric scooters, lots of different stuff. I try and mix the content up to keep it fresh, keep it entertaining. Obviously I do play a lot of games, do a lot of gaming, but yeah, I do a lot of other things as well, just so that way there's new content there all the time to keep it fresh, something different to watch every single day. I was streaming every day, but at the moment I got a few things going on, so I'm not able to really do that. And the videos, they seem like the videos are doing a lot better than me live streaming. So for that fact, I've been concentrating more at the moment on making different types of videos. As that's doing better, I might as well kind of stick to that. So the streaming, I still am going to be doing streams, but they're just going to be random. There's not certain days. I was streaming every day, as I said, now not so much. So yeah, there's not really a schedule for my stream times at the moment. They can just be random times that I stream, just all different times that I'm streaming. But there is a video every single day on the channel. There's some kind of different content. Sometimes it can be gaming, sometimes other things, but every single day the channel's busy. I'm pushing out those videos, working hard every day, making tons and tons of edits every day, spending many hours creating this content, so that way I can grow as a content creator. For me to do that, I feel like I need to do lots of different things. I know I could stick to the one game and play that, and I do get many people watching throughout the streams when I'm just playing the same game all the time, because people like that. But for me to grow as a content creator, I need to make new content. I feel like if I keep making the same content over and over, eventually people are going to get bored of that, and people are not going to like that. So unfortunately I have to adjust myself to the world, if that makes sense. You know, when those new games come out and people like to see those new games, I kind of got to play those games and show that content, rather than me just playing the same game all the time. Obviously I'm still going to be playing some games that I always play. I'm still going to be playing those, but I do like to put new different content on the channel. And I know this game isn't technically new. It's a 2020, we're now in 2021. I know this game technically is not new, but it does look pretty cool. And I like the fact that you can change camera views, camera angles. You can also speed the game up as well, and fast forward the game to a point where you kind of get through the race quicker, because it's quite a long race, this one, it really is. So for that fact, it takes a short little minute to get to the end of the track. And there's a lot of uphill, and I feel like that's definitely what slows you down the most. Obviously it's quite time consuming, but Big Man will show you in a moment. There is actually a way how you can fast forward time to speed things up, so that way you don't have to ride through these streets yourself. It kind of like the computer does it for you, sort of thing, if you speed up time. But this game is not easy. It's not easy to try and get first place. Yeah, it definitely takes a lot of thought and conserving that energy to try and save it for that last point where you do have to sprint. The game is not easy. It does take a little bit of working out. I'm pretty sure most of you have seen this game before, or I'm pretty sure that you're better than what Big Man is right now, just because this is his first time ever playing this game as well. So he hasn't really got a clue what things are until he plays it a bit more and he gets used to it. Until then, I've noticed that it keeps freezing up a little bit as well. Now that's nothing to do with my editing, just to mention that. I just want to throw that out there. Yeah, it's nothing to do with my editing. I don't know what it is with this game, but 1 minute it runs smooth, and then all of a sudden you get kind of like a little bit of a stutter, a little bit of a freeze, and that keeps on happening. Even when I was recording, it was happening, and even when I stopped recording, he shut the game down, restarted the game up, and it's still done the same thing. The game does keep on sort of like freezing every now and again, which that is a little bit of a pain, if I'm honest. But other than that, the game looks pretty cool. I like the way he holds the handlebars like that. I like the way he does his sprinting, and you can get some serious speed. And the floor looks pretty good. And I also, when I play games, the main thing I look out for more than anything, some people might not, but it's just personal preference, just me myself, I look out for clouds moving. I look out for shadows, as I can see those on the floor there. Yeah, I look out for lots of different things. Like I'm really into graphics, so because of that reason, I look for like things like dust, clouds moving, shadows, and people moving, different things moving. And this one is good. It's got the shadows. You can see people clapping, people waving their arms and stuff. I really like that. And considering as we are on console, the picture quality is pretty good, I give it that. The only one thing is the clouds. The clouds, they probably could have done a little bit better. I feel like they could have put more. See that little stutter there? Again, that is the game. That's nothing to do with my editing. Yeah, the clouds, I feel like they could have done a little bit more with the clouds, a little bit more with the skies. But other than that, I guess the trees as well, actually. Like, the trees don't look too bad. But a little bit of movement to the trees, you know, that would make so much of a difference in the game. If the trees had a little bit of movement, you know, the wind blowing and the trees and leaves moving around on the floor and that kind of thing. those little things I look out for, but maybe you might not. But that's just what I do myself, just because I like those little small added details. To me, make a big difference. Just like then, as he was riding on the right, there was a little cloud, a little small bit of dust there. It was only there for a second, but again, those little things are the things that I look out for, because I just like that being in games. I'm probably too picky, if I'm honest. But yeah, it's nice to see a good quality game in graphics. That's why I really do enjoy playing PC games. Obviously, I do play the PS4 quite a lot, but I do enjoy playing PC games just because of the main fact of graphics. But yeah, on the channel, I always put a mixture of both. Sometimes I put
it's a pared down version of the Cold Days, and it should prove to be decisive.
Just be quiet there so you could hear. Yeah, sometimes I play PS4 games and I put that on the channel. Sometimes I play PC games, I put that on. So again, I'm just trying to mix that content up, trying to put new stuff there, trying to keep it entertaining. All the freeze ups are real there.
There's an attack.
Look how fast this thing moves though. It really does move quick. It's a shame it doesn't run that little bit smoother, because those freeze ups are a bit frustrating.
Point climb, because it offers time bonuses of 8, 5 and 2 seconds in the general classification, as well as the usual points for the best
Just trying to be quiet whilst the guy's talking. I haven't got the game volume up too high, so you'd be surprised if you could probably even hear that, to be honest. Anyway, yeah, to try and get into top 50, I guess. To try and come in at least 50th place is it's not very easy, but as I said, this is the first time of him playing it, so he obviously isn't going to finish at a very good placement, but practice does make perfect. The more he plays it, obviously the better he is going to become. But the one thing that is pretty cool is not only riding really fast, trying to conserve that energy for the right time, but going around those wide corners are quite nice when he leans into them. I quite like that. The arrows, green arrows on the floor as well, shows you the positioning line of where you should really be positioning your bike. Right now he's holding on to the main bar, and he was bending down, so he had his head down there trying to get the aerodynamics going. Trying to cut through the wind. That's pretty cool. I like that. Oh wow, look at this guy. Look at it. Wow.
Change of leader in the overall youth standing.
They do come up pretty quick. It's nice as well when you do that sprint. You get kind of like a little bit of a blur. Shame that it keeps freezing. But yeah, you get that little bit of a blur. I like that blur there. That looks pretty cool like that. And when you hit the brakes as well, again, a very small little added feature, but when you hit the brakes, you hear kind of like a little squeal come off the brakes, and I like that. That's a nice little added thing as well, hitting those brakes. It reminds me of one of those old racing bikes that you used to get, kind of, well, not like these bikes today. The bikes today are well advanced, but compared to as a kid, I'm not going to say how long ago because it makes me feel too old. But yeah, going back to some of those old racing bikes back in the day when you used to pull the brakes and they would squeal like crazy, it kind of does that on here a little bit, so it's nice that it does that. Again, it's a very small little feature of hearing the sound of the brakes, but it's nice that you can hear them, because that little added touch just makes the game that extra little bit more fun when you do pull the brakes. It's nice to hear it. Look at the buildings though. The buildings don't look too bad. It looks pretty cool.
Only 5 kilometers left for the race leader.
Okay, he's getting close towards the end now. Not far left to go. Oh, the freeze ups, man. That's the only one thing that lets this game down. I really do like this game. As I said, I haven't played it myself, I'm just watching, but sometimes I like doing that rather than me always playing the game. Sometimes it's nice for me to kind of sit back and just to watch someone else play.
That may cost him some time in the overall standing.
Yeah, I noticed you come right off there. Yeah, it's nice to watch other people play sometimes. Obviously, like I watch other YouTubers and other streamers and stuff. But it's nice sometimes when I'm just sitting there chilling and I'll just watching Big Man play, which I've done that as a live stream before like that, where I'll be on Facecam and mic and Big Man will be share playing his new game that came out, and we'll be showing that. It's nice to do that. So this is how he's showing you now. You can speed it up. and obviously you do drop a few placements as well. But yeah, by speeding it up like this, as you can see there, it's kind of went black and white. That means all of his energy completely burned out there. And there it is, to the finish. Yeah, normally I only make around about 10-minute videos ish, or I try to get it around that mark, just because some people don't like the videos that go on too long. Some people do actually prefer long videos, some people prefer short videos. So every now and again I do those 10-minute videos, then every now and again I do like a 10, 20-minute, 30-minute. It's different every time, just so that way obviously I try and spread it out so it's enjoyable for those who like short videos and for those who like the long videos. What's that? Sorry, man. Oh, this is like a replay. Yeah. So overall, pretty good game. Definitely a bit of practice is required. But other than that, it looks like a pretty cool game. Again, the graphics are not the very best I've ever seen, but by far they're definitely not the worst. Yeah, probably the 2021 game would look pretty good on PS5, I'm pretty sure. High hopes for that, it would look good. Yeah, I know, yeah, it did. Oh, you thinking about he's now saying to me he's thinking about getting another game. He's only had one race on this game. But yeah, he is pretty cool and he's very helpful, as I said. Like, he lets me know about new games coming out as well, and then I obviously let you guys know that when certain games come out that he's after. Obviously I let you guys know, so that way we can put that content on the channel. He's buying games, showing that, and I buy games and I'm showing that. So we managed to get lots of different content, lots of different games all across the channel. And as I mentioned, I do different speed hacks on scooters and bikes, electric scooters, random unboxing videos. So the content's always fresh, whether it's a new game or an old game. Obviously, sometimes we do show some old games, but we do show a lot of new games as well. When those new games are coming out for pre-order, we get those pre-ordered. Sometimes he buys them, sometimes I do, or sometimes we both do, and we play together, depending on the game, obviously. See, the picture quality like that looks really good. That looks really nice. I like that. That looks good there. Yeah, loads of them all piled up. Okay, so there's the controls. Pretty good that actually does come up like that, because then that way when you're actually playing the game for the first time, kind of how Big Man is right now, it gives you a little bit of knowledge of what button does what, rather than just pressing any button and kind of hoping for the best, because that's normally what I do. That's normally what I do when I start off. I feel like everybody does that when they start a game off for the first time and they've never played that game, and it's the first time of them playing it. They kind of just press any kind of button and just you figure it out as you go along. I kind of like doing that with new games though, where you don't know what does what or what button does what, and you kind of just progress through the game and you learn that like that. Whoa. Look, all those bikes there, man, that's a serious amount of money spent on those bikes, like an insane amount. Yeah, that does look really good. I like that. So you can change from one, you got like a team, as you and your team, and you can change player, but he's not kind of worked that out yet. He's not sure how to do that, and again, that's because he's new. But over time, the more you play this game, this was just pretty much a little bit of a review, I guess, on this game more than anything else, just because I've never seen it before and just wanted to, as I'm seeing it, I just kind of wanted to show you guys what it looked like as well. It looks really good though, like this. All the bikes all crowded up. Whoa. It's good that you don't fall off, because there'll be a lot of bikes on the floor right now. But yeah, it does look really good. I like seeing the wheels spin like that. The other people's wheels spinning round. Loads of people all around you like that. Yeah, it does look really good. Just wanted to show you different things on the game, really, and just kind of give my opinion of what I think of the game. As I said, I'm not really a massive fan of this game, if I'm honest, but for the first time I've ever seen it, I am quite impressed. I didn't think it would look as good as what it does. It could look better in certain places, but it could also be a lot worse. So yeah, overall on the picture quality on the game, pretty good. Like this right now, riding with all these riders, I think that's what gives me, just made me feel that little bit more for the game, because it just looks good. Now there's a bunch of you like that, it just makes the game look that tiny little bit better. But anyway, don't forget to subscribe, hit that notification bell, and thank you everyone for sharing my content recently. I've noticed that a lot more people are sharing my content on Twitter and on Instagram, Facebook and other social media sites. So yeah, thank you everyone who shares my content. Helps me grow as a content creator, and there probably will be more streams once my content does get up there a little bit better, and people are more interested in watching the streams. Then there will be more streams, but for now I'm concentrating on videos. So hope you guys did enjoy this one. Don't forget to drop a like, and we'll have more new games coming soon, so yeah, keep an eye out for that. We catch you people again soon for some more fun and games. Thank you, big man, for sharing. I'm out.